Hey coaches, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the last day. I'm going through practice management, practice organization, and I'm using our offense kind of as an example, but I'm not really getting into a lot of depth on exactly what we do, just showing some examples of any offense you may run or really any defense you may run, some things to consider as you're organizing your practice. So Monday started off with individual, then went to pod work, inside to 7-on-7, kind of split time, and then now you're usually finishing up your practice. Some people will start with a period like this, which I think is a good deal, but you're working your team. So you're working now what we're going to see on a Friday night. There's a lot of different philosophies about should we do more team or less team, or however you want to do that. I'm not really going to delve into that. I would say that this is the most realistic look you're going to get for a Friday night. So you need to make sure you are getting some team stuff in. And you need to make sure you're working the situations of the game. One of the things that I knew as a young coach is that was an important part of the game. You understand third downs are important. You understand red zone is important. You understand all that stuff's important. Your kids don't always understand that or know that. As a younger coach, a lot of times I didn't worry what they knew. As long as I know, I felt we were good. As I've gotten older, I've understood how much more it is important than that 17-year-old quarterback or running back or receiver or even offensive lineman knows, hey, this is third down. We need to be aware of where we got to get. Okay, or they know the game plan of, hey, we really like this on the hash, or we really like this in the red zone, we really like this wherever it is. So it's important you work these and your kids know this is what we're working. Hey, we are working this situation. Here's what we're trying to do. I want to hit on something real quickly. The one-on-ones is something that some people are depending on your situation, maybe you'll not be able to do that as much. If you can do that, that's something I neglected a little bit this year that I really am kicking myself. I wish I had done more one-on-ones. I think it really helped our kids. A lot of energy during that. It was a great live look, and we kept it really short periods. And when we did this, we still followed these. We still followed, hey, if we're going to do it, that's fine, but we're going to work a situation. I want to make sure we're doing it, that there's something the defense is thinking about, and there's something the offense is thinking about also. It's something I really enjoyed. We started doing it later in the year, and I'm definitely going to make sure we do a lot of that coming up, because I think one-on-ones is the best way to get your kids excited and get them after it. So here are the situations I would recommend you doing. When we do team, everything I want to be a situation. Like I want offensively, we're never going to run a play and not have a reason. Okay, so we're going to have your openers, which are your base plays, but we want to work those into a situation. So we're gonna, we want to make sure we hit all of our base stuff. And then in our offense, it's very series based. So there's a lot of times where maybe we're wanting to work a certain package, but we still want that to be within a situation. Okay, so biggest one is third downs. We're going to work that really 3 days a week, working third downs. So we're going to hit third and shorts, we're going to hit third and longs, we're going to hit third and longs again, because those are kind of those money downs. Most teams know in third and short, kind of got that little group of plays you like. That's not a horrible situation to be in. Third and long is not a fun situation to be in calling plays. So we want to make sure we've got multiple looks at that, what we're going to get. Those are your money downs on both sides of the ball. Defensively, you're not good on third down or third and long, it's going to be a long year. Offensively, you're not good on third down, not going to be a good year. And so we need to work through those situations. We're going to hit those 3 days a week. Shots and gimmicks. We're going to hit our shot plays. Now, if you're like me, these look horrible against a scout team, and they seem to always work on Friday night. And why does that happen like that? Because usually the team on Friday night is slightly more aggressive than maybe your scout defense is. So we started working our shot plays into either on air, on bags, or even against our ones, because now I know at least I'll get kind of a aggressive looking defense. And so we're going to work those in. We may even do those on air sometimes, just to kind of, hey, let's get all these shot plays in, feel good about kind of our tricks, and we got them ready to go. Time management, time sensitive. So we're going to work, speed it up, slow it down. We're going to work personnel groups from the sideline. One of the new things for me, going from kind of a 4 to a 6A, you got more guys, and so you can personnel group, and so we had to work that. We don't want to be out there 10 guys or burn a timeout or maybe taking a guy that's playing defense and getting him over there. So we're going to work that. We actually started putting that into the end of Wednesday's practice. Instead of just doing a Thursday kind of on-air deal, we stuck it at the end of Wednesday and then hit it again on Thursday. And it was real quick on Wednesday. Everybody on the sideline, we're going to run like 6 or 7 plays, and I got a guy calling plays for me. I said, hey man, I don't care what you run, I want 4 or 5 personnel packages running out there. So we can run them out there, they run a play, run them out there, run a play. All right, then we're going to work some special team that was kind of new that week, whatever that was. Then we're going to do the same to the defense. So defense, you're going to go out there, hit a base this, put our nickel defense out there, put kind of a heavy defense out there, and then we're done with practice. Just so we can hit it on Wednesday, come back again on Thursday and hit it. So that was good for us. Red zone. We're going to work red zone at least 2 days a week. That's something we really want to be good at. I felt this year there were a lot of things that we have a long way to go on, but I thought in the red zone we still were converting touchdowns at around that 90% rate. And if you're doing that, you're at least giving yourself a chance to win. So that's an area that we really have strived to work hard on, and an area we've done pretty well on at the last about 5-6 years I've been coaching. And I think a lot of that is due to the fact that we rep it a ton during practice and really put a heavy emphasis on that. Then you need to work hash plays. That's kind of the most underutilized part of high school football. The biggest difference in high school football, college football, NFL football, the hash. You're 1/3 of the field. And so you really want to work hashes. So we're going to work that usually once to twice a week, but we're also going to work it inside of these. So we're going to work red zone, hash, middle hash, middle hash, all the way down, all the way across. Same thing on third downs. Third downs from this hash, from that hash, from wherever it is. We're going to work shot plays, gimmick plays from hash, middle, wherever it is. Time management, work that. We're going to run jet sweep into the boundary, make sure your kid doesn't run out of bounds. Just those different things that you want to go through inside a team. Team, to me, should not be a time where you got to coach them up, but we got to move. We're going to film it. We're going to come back and watch the film of it. But this should, at this point, if you've done these things well, shouldn't have a ton of coaching you got to do during team. It ought to be moving quickly and come back and hit it later on if you mess something up. But if you've coordinated this part well, then team ought to be all about situations, all about getting better and working the actual part of the game. Appreciate you guys' time. It's been a good week for me going through practice organization. It's been great for me to kind of reflect back and think about things I can do better. If you are interested in specific things that we do, reach out to me. I'll get back with you. There's several flavors you can do that. FB Coach Simpson. I'm on Twitter. I'm on a lot of the Facebook groups. You can also email me, fbcoachsimpson@gmail.com. And I'll try to get back to you as quickly as we can. Again, a lot of stuff's coming out of my system, the Gun T RPO system. Got a lot of materials available on my website, fbcoachsimpson.com, or on CoachTube if you're interested in that specific system. Thank you for your time.